Frog YouTube chat. It's time to mill some cards and bring back a giant eyeball with Unearth and Nightmare. The point of this deck is just to try to cheat this card out, because it is the 3-mana 5/5 flyer, so if you can manage to put this in the graveyard pretty early on and unearth it, you get a 3-mana 5/5 flyer that says at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep you manifest Dread, so you put a 2/2 into play from the top of your deck, which is kind of cool. It's like a little mini Grave Titan. I'm not sure if it's like strong enough to be able to cheat it out and win the game consistently in the current context of Modern, because Modern is very powerful right now. That's what we're here to find out. Yeah, I just have the one copy of Surveil Land instead of two because I think you want to be playing a lot of untapped lands to curve out with this deck. I think having too many tap lands is quite problematic when you're trying to just hit like 1, 2, 3. But yeah, for the 1-drops, we got the Citrus Supplier to self-mill. Unearth, they bring our stuff back. We got the Nightmares to bring our stuff back as well. 4 copies of Marionette Apprentice, so that way we can sack the token, bring something back, and then ping our opponent. And then the 4 Bowmasters, because Bowmaster is just a really good card right now. Bloodghast is also a recursive threat, so we want as many fetch lands as possible to be able to bring it back multiple times. You bring it back, sack it to Nightmare, bring it back again, sack it to Nightmare again. Pretty synergistic. Obviously, the card that's kind of tie all these blue-black decks together is the 4 copies of Psychic Frog, so you can discard all your stuff. Give it flying, attack, draw cards. Just an amazing card. And we got 4 copies of Geralf's Messenger, which I'm not 100% sold on in this build in particular, but you can unearth it back, you can Nightmare it back. Also, whenever it enters play, it drains your opponent for 2, and then it comes back as a 4/3 that drains your opponent again. Then for our removal spell of choice, we got Flare of Malice. I decided not to play any pushes or anything that actually costs mana. I think you want something that's free, a little bit more efficient, so we went with the Flares. Mana base wise, we got 3 fast lands, 2 copies of Phyrexian Tower, because Phyrexian Tower lets us ramp out into Geralf's Messenger faster, or the Oculus if we're just going to hardcast it. 4 Polluted Delta, 2 Verdant Catacombs as the fetches, 1 Spymaster's Vault for value, 1 Surveil Land, 3 Basic Swamps, and 3 Watery Graves. Sideboard wise, we got 4 copies of Consign of Memory and 3 Fulminators for the big mana matchups. You can also bring in Consign against Storm. We got 1 Nile Spellbomb for graveyard hate. We got an Accursive Marauder as kind of just like a Edict effect against decks like Zoo. We got 3 copies of Damping Sphere for Storm and the big mana matchups as well. We got 1 copy of Plague Engineer and 2 Meathook Maskers for energy. How you doing, Spirit? What's up? Let's give it a go and see how it does. Sounds a little awkward. I think it's fine, though. It's hard to go wrong with turn 2 Frog. No 1-drop, but we only play 4 Citrus Suppliers. That way I can actually use on turn 1. I think it's okay to not to have a 1-drop. I was thinking maybe this is why I wanted something like Thoughtseize, just to have a turn 1 play. Because the turn 1 play that this deck used to have was Grief Scam, but obviously, RIP my brother. I miss him. Ooh, free Bloodghast. Let's bring the Bloodghast back, get a Swamp, and then play Frog. I will discard my entire hand to save this Frog, minus the Nightmare. Like the only card I want to hold on to. Everything else can go. Looks like my opponent's playing Storm. Might be a problem. I think our only interaction really comes from the sideboard in the form of the Damping Spheres and the Nile Spellbomb. I got 4 copies of Consign as well that I'm probably going to bring in. Counters Medallion or counters the Storm trigger. Speaking of Medallion. Alright, let's do some discarding. Discard. 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 I want to keep this land, I think. Return the Bloodghast. Attack with both. See if I draw anything relevant, which I don't think I have much that's relevant. So I could bring back Marionette Apprentice and then sacrifice Bloodghast. Is there a better way I can do this? I want to maximize damage. It's going to be Unearth the Marionette Apprentice, sacrifice the Bloodghast, bring back the Geralf's Messenger. I'm probably just dead next turn. None of this actually matters, but I think it's kind of important to think about. Alternatively, I could bring back the Drawless Messenger, sacrifice the Drawless Messenger, bring back the Marionette Apprentice. But I'm just edge. I'm Dedge and Bedge. This is 4 damage. This is 3 damage. I mean, I think it's cool that they're dead on turn 4. Unfortunately, I'm dead on their turn 3, but hey, we tried our best. Maybe they just don't kill me. One time for the one time. Okay, cracks the Wooded Foothills. Goes to 7. Maybe they play Ral. Oh, they're surveilling? That's a good sign. Begins a Desperate Ritual. Cast a Desperate Ritual. Casts a Wish. Casts a Ritual. Loses the flip. Has 4 mana. Go get Past in Flames. If they have a Past in Flames to their board. Lost the flip again. Alright, they gotta lose 5 more flips. Then we're in the clear. Wins the flip. Chooses not to use it. Okay, bold. I guess they're going for the route ult. Alright, they're giving it a go with 3 more flips. Wins the flip. Yeah. Alright, I concede. Alright, so I got 3 copies of Damping Sphere, 1 Nile Spell Bomb. And then the consigns, I guess. I gotta take out the stuff that doesn't really do anything in this matchup. Like Bowmaster, I don't think really does much. Flare's not great. I can snipe a Jace though. Like Flare would have been really good in that spot. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about these flares. It is my only removal for Jace though. What else is bad, I guess? Maybe Blood Gas ×2. With how little I have for this matchup, I think consigns are good. Yeah, it's got the Blood Gas. Just because I can like snipe the Ruby or alternatively stop a Storm trigger, I guess, or stop a. I don't know. It's not great, that's for sure. But it's what we got. I knew Mr. Abe. Oops. Wrong color of mana for that one. I think I'm just gonna play Phyrexian Tower and cast a turn 2 Oculus. Yeah, I should do some Pioneer testing at some point. I should. Leave an Oculus in the graveyard. Never, Timmy. You know this, though. Let's put a Watery Grave underneath, I guess. That doesn't really matter. I guess I should have put the consign under so that way it hides some information. 7 power on turn 2 doesn't seem too bad, though. It's like Rhinos. He's dead. He's dead and I miss him already. Veil of Summer into Abrupt Decay is kind of crazy. Oh, he's alive. Let's go. If only I had a land. Best deck. I don't have a land though, which means I can't play both the Damping Sphere And the Unearth this turn, so I'm probably just gonna play the Damping Sphere. Just Unearth next turn, I guess. Sack the Manifest. Yeah, I didn't really want to, though, I guess. Well, maybe I should have. Yeah, I guess sacking the Manifest was the move, huh? You're right, because I can still attack. Yeah, no, you're right. Ooh, Nightmare. I don't know, it's better here, though, right? Nah, I gotta set an upkeep stop here because I can hard cast this flare. But if I hit a black creature off this, I could just like flip it face up and then flare that way. I'll thank you for the prime in the 31 months. Alright, I did not hit it. Oh, wait, I can't do both. That's right. Never mind. Forgot that Phyrexian Tower gets stunted on by Damping Sphere. That's right, that's right, that's right. We might be in trouble. They do have to remove this Damping Sphere, though. Maybe we're fine. Okay, combo deck. Alright, so we missequenced a few things this game. But let's see if it matters. I couldn't have even, like, cast the Unearth plus the Flare on my turn because it gets taxed anyways. That's a good one. And just end with everything. They block there, take 7. And then it's Apprentice, hold up Flare. And I can even like activate Spy Master's Wall, I guess. Yeah, no, I missed that line multitasking. Opponent casts Veil of Summer. You may Veil of Summer. Turn this creature face up, Flare. I guess I don't need to Flare right now, right? But I do want to turn that Marionette Apprentice face up. One goes to 4. They start casting rituals, then they start losing flips, they might just be dead. I think FOMO's okay. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's bad either. So now if they pop the Damping Sphere, they're actually just dead, right? Because Marionette will trigger twice. Great Lantern matchup. Just like every other deck. Just all Great Lantern matchups. How's this deck's Oko matchup? Probably pretty poor. Alright. Let's try to have some better lines this game. His hand's like pretty reasonable, but I think I need to mulligan it for a piece of hate somewhere. I don't think we're getting a piece of hate. I'm gonna keep this hand and cross my fingers. Yeah, Grief would help this matchup quite a bit, huh? I miss him. This is a turn 2 Oculus again. I want a Nightmare. I think I just Unearth. Bring back the Oculus. In a land drop. Pass. Still have Veil of Summer in the deck, I bet. Urborg or Polluted Delta. Urborg underneath it. This is a very fast clock. 8 points of power on turn 2. Will it be enough, though? 1 mana, 7 power. Is this good enough against Storm? There's a lot of pressure on them to start doing something, though. If they're just sitting there with like a bunch of Abrades in hand, we have a pretty good shot this game. It's possible they just brought in a bunch of stuff to counter Damping Sphere. I cast Abrupt Decay last game, so I guess they're playing Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay does seem pretty good against the Frogtide matchup. If the Frogtide deck's like also playing Damping Sphere. That was the only thing I saw that needed black mana from them. Another Unearth. I guess I'm just gonna send team. They're taking 7. Gonna Unearth. No, maybe I just Citrus Supplier. Yeah, let's Citrus Supplier. I'm going to Unearth another Oculus to have him dead next turn if I can hit it. How about a Geralf's Messenger? I don't hate Geralf's Messenger here. Alright, they are dead next turn. So they need to kill me. Consign or Flare. I would love both of those in this spot. Yeah, rule 0 Grief. It's not bad. Not in my commander format. I want to cast a wish. What we wishing for? Maybe a sweeper of some sort? I don't think that's going to save them, though. Escape to the wilds. Oof. What a heater. To get an additional land, Pyretic Ritual. We're going to 3. Alright, let's see if they're feeling lucky. Loses the flip, goes to 2. Reckless Impulse. Wins the flip. Has the flip, probably. 7 loyalty. I think they bricked. Yeah, I think they bricked. Best deck. They were pretty much in an unlosable spot because I had no meaningful interaction but a fast clock. I think this hand's bad. 2 Oculus, a Bloodghast. Let's keep this and put back an Oculus. And then draw off pass. Ral does not have its own counter on MTGO, surprisingly. Maybe it says not on the card, but I don't think so. Master of Course 1-2, when it enters, you get energy, pet energy. Play mills 3 cards. That's interesting. Play a Bloodghast, go. This draw does not feel nearly as powerful as the last couple we had. Oh, but if we're playing against Living End, Self-mill seems real good against Living End. Time to work on energy underworld breach. I just know that unstable amulet plus underworld breach and bobble is nuts. I'm gonna attack and then sacrifice this and cast Rawl's Messenger. Cycle Street Wraith. I think I might just kill them with Rawl's Messenger triggers. They're gonna take so much damage from Rawl's Messenger triggers if they cast Living in this next turn. Maybe considering casting an Endurance. Tropical Windstorm. I don't know. Alright, cast a Subtlety. Yeah, I sacked it for Living in, but also if I play this land, it's gonna come back anyways. Even though this comes into play tapped. Cast Living in. Another Oculus. It's a lot of subtleties. Alright, you got me, opponent. Too many subtleties. Got the flares. I don't think flares very good here. And maybe a Bowmaster. Early scoop. Nah, we're dead. I have 3 uncastables in my hand. Or 2 uncastables in my hand. Like, I don't think we're winning. Fulminator. Is Fulminator good against them? It's better than Bowmaster. This is fine, right? On the play. I don't think Bowmaster is very good against them. They're doing a lot of land cycling instead of like normal cycling now. Bloodcast isn't great either though. Alright, I'll make the swap. Not sure it matters too much. Alright. Does 7 look like? His hand's like 1 land away from greatness. His hand cast turn 2 Fulminator. I think I'm gonna keep this and put back the Oculus maybe. Maybe I'll put back Bowmaster. Oculus could be good depending on what we mill. Like I want to keep all the creatures in the graveyard for the most part. Not sure what I put back. I think it's the Oculus. I think I'd rather have the Oculus in the graveyard. Unfortunately, not much plays around Endurance. Or Subtlety for that matter. Yeah, I initially didn't think that I was a huge fan of the Fulminators in this matchup, but we'll see. Stitchy Supplier. We've been to Drawl's Messenger and a couple lands. Grixis Shell with Pyromancer and Unearth Oculus. I don't think Pyromancer is great, but I do think Unearth Oculus fits somewhere. When it leads on Basic Island. It's Temple Garden, which is not Basic Forest at least. Wow, okay. Quite a bit in the graveyard. They have Subtlety, Endurance, and Untap Living in. That'd be quite sad. Having access to another Fulminator Mage here does seem decent. And they put a fetch. Well, let's start by attacking. I'm probably just gonna go Stitcher Supplier, sacrifice it, Fulminator Mage. Alternatively, I could just cast Stitcher Supplier, pass. Yeah, I kind of like Stitcher Supplier, pass instead. That way, if they endurance me, I can like sacrifice it to Phyrexian Tower and then use the Spy Master's Vault, discard the frog, bring the frog back. Combat. They don't have endurance mana. Nice frog. I'm saving him for later. Could be like Mystical Dispute, maybe. I do think they have endurance. Based on how they're playing this. The Sage will go. Can I steal mod from MTGO bot? No. Rip Graveyard. If I had blue mana, this consign would be kind of sweet here. It's like consign the Shardless Agent. Alright. Take 3. Is that something? Into yeah. I think I sacrificed this Stitcher Supplier. Try to mill discard the frog. I was gonna say try to mill Geralt's Messenger, which would just win, right? What's up, Norwegian? Not too late to hit it though. Also, if I fly both of these frogs, I attack with both. They got 2 flying blockers though, or 2 reach blockers. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Geralt's Messenger does win the game though if they don't have a subtlety. I guess even 3 subtlety still wins. Thanks to consign. Yeah, sure, Norwegian. I'll be down. No, Flare of Denial. What a disaster. Oh, it's underneath it. Norwegian, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. 6 with Twitch. Let me know what deck you wanted me to play. Lock here. I should. I think. There's sad turn of events this game. I need something like pretty specific to win this game. Yo, Maddie, thank you for the 15 months. That doesn't do it either. Because they have this food token. Put them to 1. Black, red, Flare of Duplication, Shrapnel Blast. Sweet. Sounds good. Can I have a second draws? Yeah. No. Food's activated, chat. Not a triggered ability. Oh, now we killed them. Because they opted for this instead. So now if they want to crack the food, they have to crack the fetch. Scoop. Alright, well, I think we just won an unwinnable game. I think we just got away with murder. Alright, submit. It's a one lander, huh? I'm gonna keep it. I'll refresh it right now. Don't forget. Mm-hmm. Ooh, we drew another land. Marauder's a new card, I believe. We got the turn 2 Oculus here as well. If that's something we want to do, but I think it might be better just to hold up Consign for a little bit. Bane's Leyline in the Void. Now we're gonna go for the turn 2 Oculus. I think it's too sweet not to go for. Maybe turn 2 Frog's better here though. Alright, been kind of nothing helpful. Nightmare Unearth. Also not helpful. I mean, if we're gonna Living End with just like this and maybe a Street Wraith, I think we could probably beat it. Tap land. Sky Turtle. I'll go. Attack you with my Unearth. I think I'm winning this. Because I can beat an Endurance as well. Is the Evoke trigger? Okay. Yeah, so we can sign this one. That goes to the graveyard, and then I'm just gonna discard more Oculuses and more Fulminators. Living End resolves. Holy schmoly. Well, I don't think they can really attack me. Yeah, call an ambulance, but not for me. Casually blow up all their lands real quick. I'll just get back Bowmaster. Oh, another Oculus. Cool. What lands? I don't see any lands here. I got lands that I'll be attacking with, though. This is my army to build. Infinite power. Nightmare's so good. I want to get back. Probably Bowmaster sacrificing the token. And then I'm gonna get the third eye back. I'm opening my third eye, chat. Unearth. Ross Messenger. Ross Messenger. I didn't want to play anymore. Maybe if I played a Battle Woods deck, I guess I could Street Wraith. No, no Soul Trader in this list. You could definitely play a list with Soul Trader in it, though. Just a little bit different variant, I think. I think my opponent's a Shadow list. Blue-Black Shadow, mayhaps? Apprentice is just a good card. Just like incremental points of ping damage. Huge. Don't mind me, just bolting myself. Opponent, I guarantee you I have more frogs than you. I got 2 frogs. I got 1 frog. How am I supposed to get frogedly tough now? Never mind, they have more frogs. I guess they have the same amount of frogs. I'm in shambles. I'll never recover from this. Sinks my frog. Rude. I'll block. I did not mean to play that land. Alright, I guess we got a land though. Bye, Mr. Ib. It was actually so important that I didn't play that land so that we could block this frog and then have them bounce off each other. Oh, they did draw a Singing to Stupor. I need some frog removal, like right now. Look, ma, no hands. Frog fight. Yeah, all that just so they bounce off each other. Oh, more frogs. Excellent. That's just what I was looking for. Second frog, go. Croaking our way to victory. Or watching our opponent croak. The flying frog. Taking 9, potentially 10 damage. I think I need a block. Yeah, I feel like the escape on the Goyf never happens. Shadow. Nightmare. So I can exile everything that's not a Marionette Apprentice, fly, attack them. They go to 3. See what I can draw here. Can I just kill them? I discard this. Discard this, they go to 2. Nightmare, sack frog, bring this back. This. Frog? No, I'm gonna lose the frog though. So if I draw any creature or land, they're dead. Sack the token, nightmare. No, I'm one short, right? Actually. Oh no, no, I do win, right? I just gotta do it like this. Alright. Found the line. I don't think I have a ton of good stuff in this matchup. No, there's like, I think there was actually fewer lines to win that game than it looked like. Because if I at all sack that Marionette Apprentice, that's that. Yeah, I didn't actually get punished for playing that tower. Playing it pre-combat was lethal. Why did that matter? I don't know if Mage is good here. Maybe. I'd better than Bloodghast. Maybe to take the Mages and the Nile Spellbomb. I'm at 61. That's alright. We ball out with 61. Yeah, that was like the Scales experience of like, oh, I gotta find the exact line to get him dead this turn. Okay with my hand. Hand's got a frog. Keep. Just gonna surveil. I feel like they might have a spell snare. So maybe I don't want to run the frog out. Instead, I want to play the marionette. Stern Scolding. What do you do against Titan? Are you playing Energy? Because I think that matchup is horrendous. Yeah, that matchup's awful. It's so bad for Energy. Wish I had better advice other than dodge. Just dodge the matchup. It's not good. There's a reason Titan won Apex back to back. Because it's broken. I'm just going to cast Fulminator Mage. Alright, Stone Rain successful. How many 1-1 shadows are they going to play, chat? At least one, right? Thoughtseize. I unearth. It took Frog. Shadow. I guess they have a stub. Yeah, they're repping stub super hard. Worm's chant is silence. That's true. Shadow was a 3-3. I didn't even think about that. They did it with such gusto that it threw me off. Yeah, you can silence them in response to a pact, and that's kind of cool. My frog, no. 8 power shadow. That's a beefy shadow. I'm just gonna take 8. Yeah, the mental stub. Stub me without stubbing me. Gonna draw some heaters off the top. I don't think Charmele's very good in the Titan matchup. I think it's a little weak. It's good if they play like Gardens into Urza Saga. Holy schmoly, a nightmare. It resolved. They have graveyard hit, surgical. Damn. Playing around the non-existent stub got me killed. Alright, so let's remove the 61st card somewhere. Probably the Nile Spell Bomb. Yeah, I was playing 4 Blood Moons at Apex, and I didn't even run into Titan the next day. You run Blood Gas instead of Fulminator Mage? I don't know. It's probably pretty minimal between the two. Hand is a mulligan. I work with this hand, it's pretty good. Put back the Oculus. Alright, I've bitten 3 lands. Oh, Equip, I totally forgot to give you feedback on your deck too. Just reminded me. Set myself a little note to go look. They're shocking, huh? Goodbye, Nightmare. Sad. Needed that nightmare pretty badly. I think I'm actually just gonna Bowmaster right now. Play around Counterspell. But I don't mind having Oculus in hand right now. Got a lot of relevant top decks, I guess. No blocks. 17. Frog. Frog Shadow. It's not a good draw. Guess we'll pass back. Attacking with Frog and Shadow. Flies the Frog. I'm gonna get a new token anyways. So we can surveil into anything relevant. I have Counterspell also. This game is probably gonna be over. Spy Master's Vault's not a bad land to draw. Yeah, I think we just have to jam it. Cross our fingers. It was worth the shot. A lot of the draws are good here. Like, Nightmare's obviously the best one. But maybe Jaral's Messenger would be really good here. Okay, casting pre-order into the Bowmaster. And they're leaving the Frog back. That's a lot of Flared Malice. Flared Malice is interesting in this board state. I don't think it does a ton though. Pretty sure we're just dead. Push the Bowmaster. Yeah, we're dead. This hand's really good though. I think if I didn't play around stub and I just jammed my stuff the game prior, we'd probably win. But I was trying to play around the stub that they were representing. Which they didn't have. It's surgical instead. Alright, let's start with the Surveil land here. Then turn 2 Frog, and then turn 3 Unearth. Double Oculus if the Frog sticks. Yeah, I don't understand why people are still playing Coffers, really. I don't think Coffers has much redeeming qualities after Kozilek's command got printed. It's time for me to discard some eyes. Yep, Tithe. So much debt, so much taxes. Eyeball. Eyeball. Your turn. I got 2 eyes, chat. 2020 vision. 2 mana, 14 power in play. 2020, do you see the vision? Oh, another Oculus. Flip this one turn. Open up my third eye when I flip this third one up. I'm balling out. I'm eyeballing out. I don't know, it's too strong. Scoops. I'm just gonna submit. I think that was way better than anything Rhinos could ever produce. Turn 3, 14 power, 10's flying, 4 bodies. Eat your heart out, Rhinos. Wake up, Jeff. Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it. And we drew the second land too. Yata. Got a Bowmasters. Fucking Nightmare back this Bowmasters. But it looks like they're playing week 1 Boros Energy. Ooh, we've been in Oculus. Bolts the bow. Temporary lockdown to get rid of a single token, huh? Return to me, Oculus. Return to me, Geralt's messenger. Surveil. We'll keep it on top. It's 4th land. Take a Marionette Apprentice. I'm not sure why they bolted the Bowmaster if they're planning on some just to play temporary lockdown anyways. Alright, scoops. Prediction time, chat. We can try this hand. Yo, Bowser, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the ad-free living. This is a turn 2 Oculus again. Ooh, it's the Stitcher Supplier mirror. Chat, this is going to be such a sick turn, you have no idea. Plays Psychic Frog, discard Oculus. Unearth Oculus. Next turn, cast Oculus. My Oculus. Despair. Still have a frog, though. You specialize. Marionette Apprentice. Sure, sure, sure. Surprised to be playing against, like, the pseudo mirror. More Oculi. Alright, cool. We have blue to Delta, which means it's natural Oculus time. We'll just leave Oculus in the graveyard. What did I miss? Missed that Flare of Malice right there. Another one. Trigger. Put the Unearth under and mill the Bloodghast. Actually, I don't know if that mattered. Rumbies. Ox, Stitcher Supplier. Alright, what can we do? We drew a Bowmasters. Make a servo. Sack here, fly the frog. Just Bowmaster them, I guess. I think flying the frog is like pretty good here. Even though I'm losing my Bloodghast for it. Yo, Mortician, thank you. Thank you for 2 months. In the prime. I was dying pretty quickly. I'll pass. I think I want to keep Bloodghast. Bloodghast doesn't do much for me, I don't think. Opponent's at 2. Alright, it's a GG. Maybe bring in Meat Hook Massacre. Now if I drew Nightmare, if I drew Unearth, right, then the Oculus is way better. Speaking of cards I want to cut in this matchup, it's probably Bloodghast. Maybe take this one Plague Engineer. Maybe it'll be good. It won't be, but maybe it'll be good. Oculus is so sweet. Bloodghast always coming out. Got bad news for Bloodghast. I also think Frog is just like way better than Why the Reliquary in these shells. Why the Reliquary doesn't do all that much, I don't feel. Yeah, I haven't been very impressed with Bloodghast. I think it's probably going to be the first thing I cut. I don't want to try Thought Scour, and if Thought Scour is not good, maybe Thoughtseize is better in that spot. For one blue mana seems a little rough. Could probably adjust the mana base a little bit to make it more turn 1 blue focused. I think this build of Nightmare Frog is much better than the last build of Nightmare Frog that we had. Got a more cohesive game plan anyways. I think this hand's okay. A little slow, but it's fine. Surveil, 4th land. I think I want 4th land. Oh. Gotta get rid of the Dothi. This Dothi's so good. I'm doing the trigger on the stack so that way they can't flare in response and kill my Orc army. Not that I think that's super relevant. I just have to get rid of this Dothi. Dothi's crazy good against us. Maybe Dothi's a better 2-drop for us to be playing. But I think our deck's already like really 2-drop heavy. Not sure we're in the market for even more 2-drops. Unearth. I got nothing in the graveyard that's worth a dang. Odds like this are where Thought Scour would be incredible. Rumble. I was also thinking about going Sultai for Rumble. You have a few like green graveyard synergies if you're Sultai. Almost a good example. Oh, it's got the Nightmare. Probably gonna bring back Dothy. Yep, brings back Dothy. We're in danger. Not sure if this does much of anything. But I guess I gotta start sending in also. Things aren't getting any better for me. Back that one. This is getting really sketchy. Not looking great. Warden, the Gravecrawler. So they're one piece away from killing me. Wish they can actually get with the Dothy. That's really funny. Alright, we're dead. Alright. Maybe we need a Cursed Marauder if they're gonna have Dothy. I think I do like Meat Hook Massacre though. I don't really want Plague Engineer anymore. Eye's been really good. But yeah. I don't know. Plague Engineer on Zombie could be fun, I guess. Stop Gravecrawler. I don't think it's worth it. I think some number of push would probably do this deck justice. I don't know what the right number is though. Some of the 75 would be fine though. So that's the Meat Hook Massacre. And a pair of frogs. I think the fast lands are fine. I'd play the new land if the new land also produced black mana inherently instead of blue. But it's starting on blue and then getting black mana later is not good for this deck. This deck wants to get black mana and then blue mana later. But I can't quite Meat Hook for 2 yet to kill this. But I'm going to attack the frog. Free card for me. Another one. Tap land go. Next turn could be like a Marionette Apprentice plus Nightmare turn. Sack the token, get back the Draw's Messenger. But it depends. Gotta make sure I don't die to their combo. They might also have Bajuka Bog in their deck. Actually, I think they probably have Bajuka Bog in their deck. Alright, well, first things first, I guess I'm attacking with both frogs. Said no blocks. I can discard Swamp. That's kind of free. Hit Land Supplier. Make a servo. Play the Stitcher Supplier. Phyrexian Tower. Sacrifice the Stitcher Supplier. Get another trigger here. Nightmare. They're probably gonna get their Bajuka Bog. I said I drew the bog. GG's. GG's. They said they want the list also. Scoop. Alright, nice little 4-1. Almost a 5-0. I think Bloodghast underperformed. So probably cut the Bloodghast from this list and then play Thought Scours. Start there. And pay out the Believers as well. See how that feels and then come back to this list later. But next up, chat, we're gonna play some black red.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.